Sorry, guys. My father called me, and that's the call I never ignore. Grateful to have both of my parents and doing my best to make them feel safe, secure, and protected as long as I breathe. So, let's go back to this awesome video from Carl Gustav Jung about inner girl that I watched last night. What he said is that most people through their entire lives live unconscious repetition. Even I recognize some of my loved ones who had this wound, and we were attracting each other because of this wound. So what's unconscious repetition? Falling in love with someone cold, just like distant father or mother you had. Or you work for a boss who constantly criticized you, no matter how good worker you were. And by criticizing you, no matter how good worker you were, that made unconscious repetition of making you feel never good enough, just like when your mother compared you to others as a child. I mean, imagine it, guys. Repetition compulsion is this. Your mind is recreating old wounds, hoping that this time will be healed. But without awareness, you only relive the pain, unable to break free from it. I was doing this in my 20 to 40, literally. And I remember feeling I'm either stupid, cursed, or I don't know what's going on, because I was literally doing all the work, nothing was happening. Why was nothing happening? Because I didn't dig deeper through my subconscious. It was conscious mind works from here, 5%. Subconscious works from back, 95%. It's like me fighting the fight against the whole universe. And that's why it wasn't working, and that's why the inner work is so important, and that's why I want to be the guidance for whoever manifests me, because I know how it can be. I was literally in a void, 24/7 in a void, because I thought that some other people are maybe smarter, more lucky than me. No, they were just in a non-resistance, and I was constantly in state of resistance, wondering what's wrong. Well, wrong is me wanting to live from a conscious, while subconscious, 95% of subconscious was constantly pulling me in old programs and patterns. So your mind is recreating old wounds, hoping that this time will be healed. But without awareness, you only relieve the pain, unable to break free from it. The danger is that most people believe that that's fate. Imagine how sad that is. They believe that that's fate, that that's their destiny, that they were born unlucky, in love, or incapable to be successful, all kinds of limited beliefs. But no, that's not destiny, that's just unresolved past. So please, if you are having any difficulty or challenge, whether it's health, love, creating success, wealth, or simply if you are having challenge in discovering your purpose or your path, just know that the only thing that's stopping you and blocking you now is your unresolved past, nothing else, literally. You having this powerful machine that infinite intelligence, for me, God gave you, is already enough for you to be unstoppable. Never doubt in that. Never, never doubt in that. And do whatever you can to resolve your past. The moment you resolve your past and become aware of your old wounds and dig and go through them, literally the whole new world of infinite possibilities, and you are like sitting, it feels for me now like I'm sitting in some control room and literally choosing and picking with my fingers in some form of virtual reality which great stuff I want for myself now. You will see it, try it. Until you may end, we come to this famous quote and saying, until you make unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. It's not fate, it's just unresolved past. Me as an avoidant, and I'm still great with this person. Let's say his mother left him when he only had 2 months, so he had that mother wound, and I'm avoidant. I had that avoidant emotional attachment style, and he was anxious. So imagine it, that runner and chaser. But you will for yourself know many things as soon as you become aware of this, that everything that keeps you now stuck is just past part of your unresolved past. Society never teaches women to connect with their world. It only teaches them to be good enough to be accepted. I think that my rebellious nature and my simply denying of this fact came early on because I had intuitive feeling inside that this isn't working. And I always left everybody choose what's the best for them. I felt intuitively, even when I was 12 years old, that this will not work for me, and I'm more than grateful for my spirit and my soul. And I always am now gentle for myself because it was challenging back then to stand in my own power and to say no. What I feel inside is no for me. Every woman tries so hard because long time ago she felt that she weren't enough. I speak loud. I'm always loud, and even my family members have from time to time complaints about that. You're too loud, you speak too loud, so on and so forth. But guess what? Every woman speaks too loud because she was, when she was a child, too often silenced. So it probably comes from early childhood when I was, because I was silenced, feeling unseen. And I'm loud, and I don't try to suppress it because guess what? Who has something against it? Bye. As I said, be unapologetically you. Even though if you're too loud, too this, too that, the right person and right people will accept you unconditionally, just as you are. There's also story from the real life. That girl, I found her randomly when I was watching some videos, and she says, a beautiful young girl who unfortunately now is dealing with some kind of disease, and I wish her only the best, and I wish her healing, as I wish that upon every soul who is experiencing now that kind of challenge, because I went through it and I know how that can be painful. So she said that when she was, and I was guilty of it also, when she was healthy, she used to, whenever she would go out, used to be so criticizing. She used to criticize herself a lot and her appearance. My hair is not good, my makeup is good, isn't as I want it. Maybe I should wear something else, so on and so forth. And she even she put two photos next to each other. On first is she, healthy and beautiful, but she posted that there it is, me, healthy and beautiful, but always complaining about something. This is not good, that is not good, my makeup, my hair, my this or that. And then next to it is her photo with all that tubes, and she literally exhausted from all the treatments and sick and powerless. And she writes underneath, and there I am now, sick, and would give everything in this world just to be healthy, and I would feel like the most beautiful girl in the world. So please, if you are too what's the word I'm searching now? If you're judging yourself, if you are complaining too much about yourself, if you are not satisfied, please don't do that. Be unapologetically you, because those who love you really will accept you just as you are. Those who are not, no matter what you do, no matter what you are pretending to be, they will never accept you. And the paradox is that as long as you are faking and trying to impress, you are attracting people who are also faking. As soon as you step into your authenticity, you will attract people who are also authentic and who unapologetically accept you no matter what. And always be grateful for what you have. People take for granted the most important things, such as sight, taste, smell, touch, our senses, our health. The most precious things are the things that we take for small things. No, they are not small, they are the greatest and the biggest. When the inner little girl is wounded, feminine essence is literally shattered. A girl who was criticized for crying too much, criticized for being too delicate, or mocked for being dreaming, grows up learning to suppress her emotions, hid her gentleness, and feels safe only when she becomes steady, rational, or controlling. The whole beauty of life is simply in being who you are, and being connected through the being. Many people are so disconnected, they are not even aware of their inner body. As soon as you have the capacity to be aware and reconnect with your inner body, to feel your heartbeats in the tips of your fingers or in your feet, or to really connect with your heartbeat, you became being. You reconnected with your spirit. The whole beauty is simply in being. When a woman is wearing strength, I was this definition my entire existence. I wear strength like an armor. That was slowly but surely bearing my truth. My truth was always to embrace my being, to be who I am, to trust the unseen. To what I like about me is that I always had contract with only one boss, and that's the big guy from the sky. As I believe that the biggest bank is the bank that big guy in the sky holds. So please, even if in the physical world it seems like everything is falling apart, big guy is just pulling some moves that are beneficial for you, or you are just not aware to see them now. Please, everything will appear. Money will appear, love will appear, you will heal condition, everything, as long as you are able to disappoint everybody else, just never to disappoint yourself. Always be able to disappoint everybody else, just never disappoint yourself. So this is also awesome. If you find it hard to relax and to enjoy in pleasures of life without guilt, or to express your femininity with fear, you are blocked. You were surviving in a world who demand you to abandon yourself. It was never, and this whole life is never about becoming, it's always about returning. Returning where? Returning to your true self, to your innermost self, to that power that comes from your connection to the big sky guy and to your spirit. It was never about becoming, it's always about returning to yourself. That's why greatest spiritual teachers, one of my most favorite is all and always will be, and men from whom I learned in real time, in real life. I was blessed to manifest him in his live sessions. That's the man who triggered something in me to explore this path of manifestation and coming, returning to myself, is Deepak Chopra. I remember when the first time I asked him, he used to do more often lives on Facebook and Instagram, and I used to literally manifest him like this. And I remember that first question was, how do manifestation and law of attraction works? He said, it works like this that is happening now. You manifested me and this experience. And many times after that, I had privilege and was blessed to have conversations with him and to learn from him. He says that the greatest guru is the one who reconnects you with your biggest guru, and that's your spirit. So please, everything that is making you distant from your innermost self isn't for you. That's just a form of some manipulation. I don't know why people are doing that, because you can't act your whole life. Be as you are. Right people will be there forever. Wrong one will disappear as a fog. Whole life is as a fog. Give yourself a time, take baby steps, and the fog disappears. In those moments where the fog is the thickest and you literally begin to panic and to feel anxious, that's where your faith must be the strongest. And that's when your knowing that the result is awesome must be stronger. The moment you overcome that creeping inside, that's where you made the most important shift, and that's when you became the most powerful and unstoppable version of yourself. So thank you for being here. You don't need to read another book, you don't need to go to another seminar, you don't need to practice another affirmation, you just need returning to your innermost self. You were never broken, you only needed someone to remind you how powerful you are. It was never something wrong with you, it was just that for a while you forgot who you really are. So my mission and my purpose is to, through the words, be a reminder. And as I said, this here is just a form of me channeling the infinite intelligence. I never planned this. When I feel that infinite intelligence wants to express itself through me unconditionally, I just come here and allow myself to be the vessel. So thanks for all the support, for all great comments. I do my best to reply. Thank you for being part of my journey, and we'll continue to do our best to expand our awareness and be part of those who have chosen to live their life from a powerful state of being. That's the greatest blessing you can give to yourself and the generations that will come after you, to be someone who will transform all the traumas that were stored in your lineage in order for never again none of those traumas be transmitted on those who come after you. Stay strong, God bless, and talk to you soon.